the Galactic Council's annual symposium on dangerous fauna had drawn representatives from over 300 civilized species. Kate Martinez sat in the back row of the massive amphitheater, her human frame dwarfed by the towering Graxians on either side. She was there as Earth's unofficial observer, a xenobiologist who had spent the last 5 years cataloging Earth's biodiversity for the interstellar community. The presenter, a crystalline Valkorian named Shixtel, manipulated the holographic display with practiced ease. And now, esteemed colleagues, we present the galaxy's most lethal creatures apex, predators that have shaped the evolutionary paths of countless worlds. The first creature materialized in three-dimensional glory above the stage. It resembled a massive crustacean with serrated claws and a tail ending in a venomous barb. The Scorpus Maximus of Arid 7, Shixtel announced gravely, responsible for thousands of deaths across multiple colonies. Its neurotoxin can incapacitate most carbon-based life forms within minutes. Kate leaned forward, squinting at the hologram. A small smile played at the corners of her mouth. Number 7, Shixtel continued, changing the display, the box medusae of the Kepler colonies, transparent, nearly invisible in water, and possessing enough venom to kill 60 adult Graxians. Kate's smile widened. She pulled out her datapad and began typing. The presentations continued. A massive serpent from Vesta 9, electric eels from the water world of Aquatica Prime, pufferfish variants from 3 different star systems, giant octopi, venomous mollusks, each creature more terrifying than the last, according to the assembled xenobiologists by the 20th entry. Kate was shaking with barely suppressed laughter. Alex Chen, Earth's official diplomatic attaché, noticed her peculiar behavior from his seat in the front section. He had known Kate since their academy days, and that expression meant trouble. He excused himself and made his way to her row. "Kate," he whispered, sliding into the seat beside her. "What's so funny?" She turned her datapad toward him. On it, she had created a simple 2-column list. The left column contained the names of the galaxy's deadliest creatures. The right column made Alex's eyes widen. Scorpus Maximus, scorpion edible. Common in Asian cuisine, box medusae, box jellyfish, not eaten. But close relatives are serpents, gigantus, python, anaconda, eaten in many cultures. Electrophorus, extremis, electric eel, eaten in Japan and South America. Tetradontidae, mortalis, pufferfish, fugu, Japanese delicacy. Octopus titanicus, giant Pacific. Octopus eaten globally. The list went on and on. "Kate, you can't be serious," Alex muttered. "Dead serious," she whispered back. "Alex, they're describing Earth animals, or things so close to Earth animals that the differences are negligible, and we eat half of them." Alex looked back at the hologram, where Shixtel was now presenting what he called a venomous apex stinger, which looked remarkably like a stonefish. "Oh my God," Alex breathed. "That's served in sushi restaurants." Kate nodded enthusiastically. "And it costs about $40 a plate in Tokyo." "Colleagues," Shixtel was saying, his crystalline structure vibrating with emphasis, "this creature is so dangerous that merely touching it can result in agonizing death. It is considered one of the 10 deadliest organisms in known space." Kate raised her hand. Alex grabbed her arm. "Kate, don't," but it was too late. Shixtel had noticed the small human in the back. "Yes." The human representative has a question. 300 pairs of alien eyes turned toward Kate, She stood, datapad in hand, her voice carrying across the amphitheater with scientific precision. "Thank you, presenter." "I've been taking notes during your fascinating presentation, and I've noticed something remarkable. Of the 43 creatures you've listed as the galaxy's deadliest animals, approximately 22 of them are either indigenous to Earth or have nearly identical analogues on our planet." A murmur rippled through the assembly. Schickstall's crystalline form flickered with what might have been confusion. "Furthermore," Kate continued, warming to her subject, "of those 22 creatures, humans regularly consume 11 of them as food. 3 others are eaten occasionally or in specific regional cuisines. 2 are used in traditional medicine, and 1, the creature you just presented, is considered a delicacy in several Earth cultures and costs approximately 1 Earth month's average salary for a single meal." The murmuring grew louder. Several representatives began frantically consulting their own datapads. A Graxian diplomat stood, his massive frame trembling. "Surely you jest, human Kate. These are apex predators, killers that have ended thousands of lives." Kate smiled politely. "I don't jest. Shall I provide culinary recipes?" Alex put his head in his hands. Kate tapped her datapad, and a new hologram appeared beside Schickstall's presentation, a human chef preparing fugu, the pufferfish dish. "This requires a special license to prepare because of its lethality. 1 wrong cut, and the tetrodotoxin will kill the diner. Yet thousands of humans eat it every year in Japan alone." She swiped to another image. "Scorpions, which you listed as number 14, are eaten fried in China, Thailand, and parts of Africa. They're considered crunchy and nutty." Another swipe. "Box jellyfish relatives are consumed in several Asian countries. Octopi, including giant variants, are eaten in Greece, Japan, Korea, Spain, and dozens of other regions. We prepare them in soups, grilled, raw, fermented, and dried." Schickstall's form had taken on a decidedly dimmer glow. "But the venom, the danger, we're very careful," Kate said cheerfully. "Or sometimes we're not, and people die, and then we memorialize them and keep eating the animals anyway. Humans are persistent." A small, furry delegate from Proxima Station stood up. "Ambassador Chen, is this human speaking the truth?" Alex stood reluctantly, shooting Kate a look that promised a stern conversation later. "I'm afraid she is. Earth is a uniquely dangerous planet. What you've catalogued as apex predators, we've catalogued as menu items. In fairness, many of these animals have killed humans. We just also decided they were delicious enough to be worth the risk." The symposium descended into chaos. Representatives demanded access to Earth's culinary databases. Others questioned whether humans should be classified as a predator species themselves. A delegation from Herbivore Worlds filed a formal complaint about the graphic nature of Kate's presentation. Through it all, Kate sat back down, a satisfied smile on her face. "You know," Alex said quietly, "you've probably just convinced half the galaxy that humans are insane." Kate shrugged. They were going to figure it out eventually. Besides, now they know not to try serving us their dangerous animals as some kind of intimidation tactic. We'll just ask for the recipe." Alex couldn't help but laugh. Somewhere in the chaos, the galaxy was learning an important lesson about humanity, where others saw mortal danger. Humans often saw dinner, and perhaps more importantly, they were learning that Earth, with its venomous, electrical, toxic, and thoroughly deadly fauna had produced a species that looked at the galaxy's apex predators and said, "Half those are on my menu." The symposium would be remembered for years to come, not for its catalogue of deadly creatures, but for the day the galaxy learned to fear Earth's apex predator, the human with an appetite